Are they now? It's premiering Sunday, November 3rd at 10 on OWN, the Oprah Winfrey Network. And Lynda Carter will be on. That's Wonder Woman. I wonder if a lot of Wonder Woman people still trick-or-treat. Lynda Carter, welcome to the Bob Rivers Show.
My son was just in Georgetown, and he said that there were dozens of Wonder Woman girls dressed up as Wonder Woman.
Cool.
And when I go to some of the LGBT events or whatever, I've got quite a gay following. I have a lot of men dressed as Wonder Woman.
Of course you do.
Outstanding.
Wonder,
and
who knows?
Sometimes, and actually, some of them can be extremely comical.
Right.
With hairy chests and wigs and hairy legs.
We call those "You Have to Wonder Woman."
You have to wonder if it's a woman costume.
Wonder Woman. That is now. I'm going to have to steal that.
You may feel free.
I'd be honored.
Well, you don't need to steal it. We'll hand it to you on a silver platter. So, Lynda Carter, how are you?
I'm just fabulous. Thank you. It's a beautiful fall morning and here in Washington, and it's great. It's a beautiful day. I'm going to have a weekend with my family, and I'm excited.
And you're in Washington D.C., we should say, because we're in the other Washington, the one with the legalization and anybody can get married.
I got some of my start in Seattle and in Portland and up in the Pacific Northwest. When I was early on in my career, I sang up there.
No kidding. Now let's talk about your singing. By the way, Wonder Woman, of course, iconic, the biggest thing ever. I don't know why there's some kind of glass ceiling, I guess, because Spider-Man is this huge, monstrous franchise, and Wonder Woman, I know they've tried to make movies, and maybe there has been a movie, but shouldn't it be as big as Spider-Man?
I think it should be giant. I think it should just. I have never been able to figure it out.
Is it licensing? What's the problem?
Well, I think it is because they tried to do a guy's superhero and just stick a girl in it. They try to overthink it as opposed to looking for the qualities that embody women in the most positive way. She happens to have, these abilities, but it's not so much, superpowers as things that she has, like the lasso of truth, and she could, block bullets and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But it's really more about her character. It's really more about the psychological piece of a strong and beautiful woman who's not going to put up with any crap, and that women want to be her, or they want to be her best friend, and they trust her. She's not predatory, but she kind of thinks that people doing bad things are ridiculous.
So
ridiculous.
Maybe the next Wonder Woman shouldn't be the Scarlett Johansson from Marvel or the Halle Berry Catwoman type. Maybe it needs to be like a thicker, more solid, handsome woman.
Well, maybe.
You want the job?
No, Leah Dunham from Girls.
Yeah.
Oh, she's got. She. This is the Seinfeld part of your show.
Yeah. We are like Seinfeld. Leah Dunham. Leah Dunham.
You got me again.
Yeah. Do you know Leah Dunham?
I have to do your show more often. Maybe I'll start to be a little quicker.
No, you're quick enough.
Lena Dunham could not do it because she needs to be athletic. I'm just saying. I agree with Lynda. Maybe the reason that there was never.
Maybe Wonder Woman doesn't have to be athletic. She could just say, "You're not worth my time."
Why do I want to wonder about you?
No. But she's got to have a goodness about her, a sweetness about her.
Yes.
And I think that they, it's not, it's not that. What was the one that Angelina Jolie did?
Tomb Raider.
Lara Croft.
I thought that was too dark.
Yeah.
But because you can't play a superhero, you cannot play superhero. If you play superhero, you're dead.
Dead meat. Spider-Man won't work for Wonder Woman.
Play the person like Spider-Man did. He just played a person.
You're right. That's one of the reasons Spider-Man works. But it's still quite a superhero swinging from building.
Very much a superhero, but you can't play superhero.
Got it.
You have
not
to play
Superman.
the character and not play the super, because that's all taken care of with costume and special effects and throwing people around and doing that, all that
If they
stuff.
put together the killer Wonder Woman movie, you could be like Spock. You could come back as Wonder Woman's grandma and hang out in the movie.
Grandma, thank you, dear.
I'm sorry. Maybe I should have said that.
Mom. How about Wonder Woman's mom?
We
How about
had
Wonder-
her right
I'm
up
sorry.
to that.
Wonder Woman's
No,
older
this one-
sister.
no, I'm
I'm
teasing.
sorry. Older sister.
Her grandmother. Well, I was sort of thinking her mother, but
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? I've blown this whole thing wide open now.
That's okay. You guys just thank him on the way out.
Yeah. So with Oprah Winfrey on Oprah's Where Are They Now, you're a big feature, and you sing like on nobody's business, Lynda. And what's happening this Sunday on that show?
Well, I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know how it was edited together. We spent a few days together. They spent a few days at my house, and I know they got quite a bit of B-roll and that sort of thing. And I really haven't seen it yet, but it knowing Oprah and her network, it's going to be a very interesting and more thoughtful thing than your normal little biography.
All right.
So I think that she always does things in a positive way.
Sure,
so
sure.
I'm certain it'll be good, and I'm thrilled to be opening up the.
When Oprah's
series.
crew comes to your house, is it like the president's coming? Are there advanced teams? Do they catch
No,
the?
no.
No.
No, it's just like
Casual?
any other shoot. You once you've done some of these things, you really do. People are very respectful of your space, and of her team comes in, and it's great. She's
Okay.
great, and it's almost impossible to start a network. So just start with that. That it is a lot tougher than people think. Just because it's Oprah doesn't mean that it's all going to work. So it takes a long time to build up a following on your network. So I think she's doing a stand-up job.
Oh yeah, I think so. And so, does she come over to your house, or do they come over and shoot you?
No, but I actually did see her in Tanzania. Actually, we were all on safari, and she was with another group, but we all had dinner together and that sort of thing. So it was a blast.
Oh my God! To be in a Tanzanian safari with Wonder Woman and Oprah.
With Wonder Woman and Oprah, that's
How much?
Did people
How
pay
much?
extra to be
Pretty
in yours?
amazing.
Yeah.
It's you kind of feel and not only that, but it was with Chris and Pat Riley on top of it. So, and Paul Tudor Jones.
And was there like some dentist from Omaha and his wife that just like hit the lottery? That they bought
No,
this
it
trip?
was these were two private groups.
Oh,
Paul
okay.
Tudor
Yeah.
Jones had a group, and Oprah was among them. And we had a group with Pat Riley, the great Hall of Fame basketball.
Oh yeah.
Oh, very cool. Is that what is that? Totally separate from this. Oprah Winfrey. Where Are They Now? Sunday, November 3rd, 10 o'clock, and of course the Wonder Woman legacy. What does it mean to you to go on safari and see these giant, majestic creatures and see that nature? How does that affect you? Have you ever done it before?
It changes your life to realize in the wild. And Paul Tudor Jones did he used his money to save part of this part of Africa. He's hired the poachers to be the guards to guard the animals. So they could feed their families, but and he's brought up these areas that were completely depleted. He's a big industrial type. He's a big financial guy, but and so you see these. First 5 minutes we saw giraffe and we saw zebra, and then I look over to the side in a totally wide open Jeep, and I see this tail through the tall grass, and it was a lioness, and this guide of ours just taking us from the little dirt runway, and we watched her and watched her and watched her, and she's looking around, and then she darts. And she gets we saw a kill, which is like really hard to do. Actually see the takedown.
See the takedown of another
The
animal.
wildebeest. And it didn't freak me out at all. I just thought I thought she was magnificent.
Magnificent. She is a Wonder Woman of lions.
And you're pretty convinced
She was a Wonder Woman lioness.
Yeah.
that was 100% like organic event that happened. They
didn't like release the
Oprah
beast.
and Wonder Woman are coming. We need a kill today.
Right. It was. I mean, it was just. it would change my. I mean, it changes your life.
And way different from being in a zoo where they just sort of sit there and look like they're bored.
Well, I went to zoos a lot. We got this great national zoo here in Washington, and we used to take our kids a lot, and it wore on me after a while. It did wear on me just to see them caged. When you see them in the open and in the wild, and really that anybody takes the time to try to save these beautiful animals, and it puts his mouth, money where his mouth is, like Paul Tudor Jones did, and it's great. It's really great,
Lynda Carter, Wonder Woman. Lynda.
Okay, you guys, I want you to do me a favor.
Yeah, what would you like?
All right, I want you guys to go on mindcrowd.org.
Mindcrowd.org.
Yeah, and take a 10-minute memory test, and it's for a nonprofit Alzheimer's research.
Oh, that's fine. I thought I was going to get a free iPad for a second.
No. And if you don't want to, it's just if you don't want to do it, once you look it up, you don't have to. But if you would, and if you like it, tweet it for me.
Oh, that's cool. This is a cause that you. This is a cause that you are behind.
Yeah, my mom died this year of it.
Oh, I'm so sad to hear about that too.
Yeah, well, it's not just me. Do I have the gene? Anyway, this is just for research, bottom line, at a nonprofit genome company called TGen. And once you bring up Mindcrowd, you'll see all the bona fides on it. So,
all right. Thank you for all your talent. All right, thank you for all your talent, all your wonderful Wonder Woman stuff. Your music is beautiful.
Thank you for letting me plug my little thing.
Yeah, little thing. It's all good stuff. Lynda Carter, and this is her as we take you out. Here is some of you singing beautifully. Lynda, have a great day.
Bye.
You make me feel brand new. I want to spend my life with you.
Yeah.
That was brought to you by State Farm.
She's singing good. How old is she? Did I make the faux pas with the grandma comment, or was she just razzing me?
She's got to be in her 60s, right?
She's certainly old enough to be a grandma.
Well, the show was 40 years
Well,
ago.
is she old enough to be Wonder Woman's grandma?
Yes, the show was 40 years ago.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, she wasn't, it wasn't Wonder Toddler.
Yeah.
Waking up from nap to save the world. No. She
could be a
was a
grandma.
lovely, mature woman when she made Wonder Woman.
Okay.